Madonna Review, Madame X, an intriguing, often brilliant, occasionally awful album. Madonna's new album is full of dance tracks. But if any one of them, on Dark Ballet, it would happen as the threatening spoken word breakdown kicked in, set to a nightmarish fairground waltz. On God Control video, Madonna felt depressed being a soccer mom in Lisbon. Madame X, which comes 36 years after Madonna's self-titled debut, set her on course to becoming the highest-grossing female touring musician in history. Is the 60-year-old's most exciting, hostile, and, well, bonkers, in ages. Her previous album, influenced by several years spent living in Portugal, and recorded in Lisbon, London, New York, and Los Angeles, Madame X is such a cultural melange. Latin trills, Jamaican dance hall instrumentals, African drums, choral masses, and disco beats crop up throughout that it sometimes verges on collapsing in on itself. At other times, the album is lyrically unbound, too. People tell me to mostly, though, the record is less a personal repost than a political one. On God Control, more on this story. Madonna has always positioned herself as a voice for the voiceless. Sometimes, a recent New York Times profile which Madonna hated so much she announced, once again, that it had made her feel raped, admired the singer for eschewing the expectations of how older women should behave. She might have been Gallery Madonna's most iconic looks photos.
Raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park.